We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Washington Redskins. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from FedEx Field.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready, set.
Nice number one. Nice number one.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
152 fighter.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Hey, two. Let's go.
Now Moore looking to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 17 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Hard to remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis. I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready?
Here we go. Here we go.
Five.
Watch out.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 43. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7, get it.
Throwing again. Moore. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
Ready.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one and also a Texan 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Here we go. 60 or.
Two times. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now Moore. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like you can win every battle.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
On 1st down, it's Hawkins, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Down, 30 base.
Yo. slam. Check 26, check 26.
On second down now, it's Hawkins. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now back to throw. He's going to go. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's go.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Ready?
To throw again. Moore. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Watch twins.
On the delay, Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Moore now to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down.
And the Washington Redskins, 1st down.
You ready?
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
50 seconds to Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Christian McCaffrey, 37 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Jordan Reed has it, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Hey, Charlie!
Redskins, first down. First down.
Check 15.
They'll run on first down. Hawkins. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now he's going to throw it back deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
More now. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be hit it.
Moore from the gun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. Push, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, Delta.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Watch the out. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Here's Moore to throw on third down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Mike 57.
To throw is Moore, operating from the gun. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 5. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 34. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Leo!
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 24 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
On the ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Recon, 132 fighter.
We got double up, double up.
Ready?
Back to throw. Moore gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 bang.
Let's go.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
57's Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Five.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Now Moore to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 15-yard line.
First down, Houston.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Exit, exit. 59's Mike. 59's Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Blue draw Corker.
He can't hang.
Shoot.
Looking to throw. Moore. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Hunter Henry there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
The Redskins take over first and 10.
Let's
At
go.
their own 25-yard
Down.
line.
10-2 stop.
Mike 91. I got one. Under 10. Under 10.
Lee Griffin.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Again, it's Henry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
He wasn't ready.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll set up the throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Ready,
So
ready.
they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Topper.
Hey. Hatchet.
Rock it. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Aaron Jones, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Redskins take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half.
And my goodness, another interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
On the set.
Al Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 at a Washington first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jennings was the one he was looking for. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown, it's a foot race. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Calvin Ridley, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a gain of 9.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Henry. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And an alley to run. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one 28 yards on the ground. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Henry.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Check 52. Shift. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns, and this Texans defense stands tall. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. More now. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball through in the backfield.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And out across midfield, down to the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Check. Now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun to give to Jones.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a run with McCaffrey. Are you kidding me? And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Houston, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.